because you've heard me, because I think I came home, I was such a precocious little girl. I came home talking about that. So whatever it is, you be the best at it. And you know, this is where I was talking at the time. If I'm gonna clean it up for y'all though. If you the if you the woman that gets around a lot in town, you know, the whatever.
And it may be a whole lot of, maybe more.
You know, but if you get around a lot, well, if you go, that's who you gonna be. Be the best.
Be the best. Be the best.
If that's what you're gonna be the best, baby.
Be the best.
Because if you've chosen to do that, why not be the best?
You're better than all the rest.
You better be, Tina.
You better be better than all the rest.
So
be the best.
Again, I never forgot that, but then that goes back to your new word, pretend. Well, if I'm pretending, and I understand when we talk about buying into your cover story, I bought my cover story, but every now and then there's a crack in the cover story. And then I'm lashing out at other people when I need to take care of my own crap because it's about me.
Really, it is.
So you know, it's it's like a statue. There's a crack happening, but I think super glue gonna keep it together, and it ain't.
But you see, about into that cover story, there's the crack. But what you see is you pick the individual, and you always see the bad side of that person.
Come on.
And you don't see
what has
really happened to you. You really see yourself in that person, but you can't own up to it because you have pretend so long and bought into your cover story.
Is that the problem, Miss Glover?
That's the problem.
Come on, Miss
Glover. I had said, I know somebody, I'm going to have to ease that into them today if the Lord let me live.
You ain't talking about that, Miss Glover. You talking about me, Miss Glover?
No, I'm not talking about you.
You know, Miss Glover be talking about me sometimes. But let me tell you now, because she tells me to my face. But now, come on now, I got to say, preach, black woman, preach, because you preaching there. Yeah, you see, there's a crack in my armor. But instead of me dealing with my own crack, I'm going to project that on you. There's a problem with you.
Yes.
And when I look at the bullying that I experienced growing up, and even as an adult, as I've gotten away from it, because, you know, time and distance, then Mama said, baby, that ain't about you. That's about them.
It's about them.
And I know that from a academic perspective and training as a counselor, but you know, when you deal with stuff yourself, you got to be able to remove that part sometime and look at it in a real world lens. Yeah, that's not my issue. That's their issue. But if I had not told my story though, Miss Gloria. See, if I hadn't told my story, Miss Gloria, and if I hadn't had Mama say it, then I would be pray for anybody. Come on here. Come on now.
And then individuals that fall for anything that, you know, a lot of people fall for everything that somebody tell them. Don't do that. Don't do it. More than likely, it's a possibility they could be praying on you.
Come on.
And you don't even realize
it.
You just ho, ho, ho. And don't even realize what is happening to you. But I do know somebody, and it had came to me today, Glory. Because every time I talk to him, I tries to ease him over in a different direction. But it came to me, Glory, you need to talk to him today. But I had said I was going to talk to him this way. The person that they find whatever wrong, I want them to write down about 5 or 6 things, nice things, and send one of them nice things to that person every day. And want that person start looking better in your eyes, you know, in your eyesight. They'll start looking better.
And you know, that makes sense because basically what we're trying to do is we're shifting them from their lens because they're seeing nothing but negativity.
Oh boy, yes.
As it relates to that person.
Yes.
And I understand we all got some negative parts of us.
We all got negative, but it's not something negative about a certain person every day.
No, it's not.
Every day.
No, that's you, baby.
Every day.
That's you, baby.
Every day. It's something wrong with them.
Because we can look at that, because I'm always talking about how Mama said could be applied to different things. My job, no matter what your job is, every day it's not a negative. If it's a negative every day, you got to examine yourself. You in a relationship with somebody, every day it ain't negative. And I said ain't. But
every day, every now and then you do have a good day.
Yeah, because if you
They
don't,
never have a good day.
you need to check yourself.
That bothered me. And I told myself last night, you're going to ease into that tomorrow with them because it may be harming you, the one that have all this negativity against these other individuals. And it shouldn't be. You should get on their good side if they do have one. They really have one. Get on their good side and say nice things to them. And then when you're talking about them to somebody else, say something nice. Say something nice about them. And then I'm going to give them a mama said.
Yeah, they need one.
I'm gonna give them a mama said.
Mm-hmm.
And I want them to call me and give me their opinion on different ones. And then I'll be able to tell them what mama really was saying.
Because I had to tell mama what mama was saying too.
What she was really saying. She's not talking about no little titty stuff. She's actually telling you something that will help you survive, help you make it through life, help you become stronger in life. But you gotta really know what she's saying. And you gotta really know what she's saying, though.
And as I've told Mama and I, and we still do it. And you guys, this is not all the Mama Says. This is just the first volume. But we would debate the Mama Says like it was a class at Harvard. Because this is my interpretation. Mama going with her interpretation, and we got decades in between us. And because my thing is you got to dig deeper, because the meaning and significance of them are so mind blowing, and they continue to give to you. It's like the adage, teach a man how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime. It continues to give to me because it gives me insight into all the different situations that I encounter when I choose to access it. Because see, that's the thing, you have to be willing to access it. And when I think about Strong, and I think about the person who said to me when they read my book, my first edition, because you're hearing it here, the second edition is on its way, coming to you very soon. They said to me that they need to go lay on somebody's couch. Well, yes, I've had therapy over the years, and I will tell you, I was in my first semester at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. I couldn't sleep, and I'd gone to student help, and the person was like, well, what's going on? I'm like, there's nothing going on. And so they told me to, it was my doctor, she said, put a pad and a pen beside your bed. And when you can't sleep, write down what's on your mind. So I'm giving you guys a tip to do that too. When something's bothering you and you don't know what it is, but it's keeping you from doing something. And I wrote one name. And when I wrote the name down, I realized that the incest was bothering me. It always bothered me, but it was keeping me, because you probably have never heard this, I don't know if I told you, it was keeping me from sleeping. And so once we realized that, then she referred me to this group of where it was a group of individuals who'd been abused, sexually abused, or just abuse group, because I don't think everybody had been sexually abused, but it was a group, and I was the youngest person there. And so we were in a group counseling sessions, and so I attended that, and it was very helpful for me, and it began my real path to healing from that perspective. But I still had that question that I asked God, why? Why? Because I wanted to know why. Why? Why me? Why? And it's an interrogation. And then I realized, Teresa, in my 30s, I think it was, I thought, oh no, you got to stop interrogating God. Who are you to be interrogating him? And so I did. And then 8, 9, 10 years later, he gave me my answer. And thus has begun the process to the evolution of Dr. Taz, because I understood that it was painful, but I didn't go through this. Oh, Jesus, he just dropped something on me. I didn't go through the stuff that he gave me in here for me. I went through it for other individuals who did not have what he gave me to make sure I could survive it. And what he gave me was Mama Said. He gave me a grandmother that I didn't know, because I don't know if I would have gotten it if grandmama was living. But because she wasn't living, you gave it to me, and I was like a sponge. Every time you talked about something she said, and I used to ask you, do I look like her? And I haven't seen many pictures of her, and it's like a black and white picture, and I can't really see her facial features, but I was like, do I look like Grandma? Because you talked about her, and she was like this mystical person for me. You see this, I don't really think I look like Grandma. I don't think so, but she's in my heart, and she dwells in me, and she's been an angel for me. But yeah, it's because I've talked about that before too. I asked Dr. Drossman, psychiatrist, gastroenterologist that I used to work with many moons ago, I asked him, why is it that some people are able to have trauma, but they're sort of okay? And he said that one word, innate. Innate means it's something that's inborn. But sitting here with you now, I agree, it was something that was innate. But what then fertilized and watered and kept working it and nurturing it was the mama says. Because I think in my DNA, because I had to come down through my parents, there was something in my DNA to help me to survive. But he had to help fertilize it. So what am I saying? Let me try to say this in regular old English for people, because I'm talking biblical stuff here. The Wizard of Oz comes in my mind right now. You had that, Dorothy, but you haven't activated it. Mama said was what I needed to activate what was inside of me to fight. It was what I needed to activate that. So then I began to push. Overcoming life's adversities will push you into your purpose. The answer was, Teresa, I had to push you into your purpose.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? He had to push me. But in order to push me, he had to give me Miss Laney and all of her wisdom. She left it in you, Mama. And then you gave it to me. Yes, Mama, I want you to use it, because sometimes Mama don't be using. Mama said, I had to say, Mama, what Mama said?